Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
Hey, hi Nikki. Are we live now? I had such technical issues, but tell me if we're live now. You might have gone by now and given up because I was playing, trying to get it to work. Let me text the group, see if anyone's still there. Come here. Hey, now you can hear me. Yeah. I was just literally texting you to say I've been having troubles trying to get going live, but I think I finally sorted it. So all good. You can hear me, okay? Yeah, that's such trouble. I thought it was mine. No, definitely something my end. What it was, I've had a real play with like bit rates and things, and I think I've messed something up big time. So I just put everything back to how it was, and I think we're good now. But it took so long to realise. I was there chatting to myself, and I was like, "Hang on, no, I'm not live." Anyways, so today I want to talk to you about basically there's a lot of tools. So there's like contour tool and insert inside and vector flood fill and stuff. I can't remember what it is, but it's like a list of things. And basically it's to make these, I don't know what you'd call it. It's kind of like frames, but with insert inside and breakout. I don't know. So basically turning that flowers text into that flowers text. What would you call that? I had no idea what you'd call that. But that is basically what we're going to do. And we're not going to do flowers because we've already done it, and as you can see. But I thought we could do some other things. So we're going to go into the artistic text tool and just draw a letter. Let's say N. Oh, that's not on fill. So, oh, where's that go? So, oh yeah, there. So this is like how you would normally see a font. So just typed in N, done. So to get this effect to work, we're gonna have to go through a lot of complicated steps. So here we go. We're gonna first duplicate this N. So we got two of them, here and there. And now we're gonna select both. And this is probably the reason why it was on a stroke anyway. So you want to get rid of the fill and just put it on stroke. Now you need to do that because we only want that outline, not the whole thing. And then with them still selected, like so, we're gonna go up to this menu and put convert to curves. Makes it important because when you use contour tool, you need to use it on a curve basically. So that's what we're gonna do next. In this top one here, we're gonna go to the contour tool, which is this one here. And now you'll see it basically lets you shrink or enlarge the object, but to the exact object, so all the little curves and everything. So yeah, just like this. Hopefully you can see that on the screen. But basically what we want to do is to bring it just inside the other one to give you sort of like a frame of the letters. Now to get contour tool to stay, you have to convert it to curves again. And now it'll be set in stone that that's where it is. So what we can do from here is select both of these, and you can see we've basically got like a shape within the two lines. And to make that shape, we're going to go to vector flood fill, which you see here, and we're going to put in between the two lines, so there. And as you can see in the layers, we actually have another layer here, that is the N, and you can turn it on and off as so, but also you've still got the two lines that made it up. They're quite important, so we've got to keep all of it. I like to group these now. You don't need to, but I just like to keep everything together. Now this top one is basically the inside of that N. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to Pixabay here, there, and we're going to find something that begins with N. So let's go with nails. Now we're going to, what we basically want is a transparent. So I'm just going to put it on vector to help with that. Now we'll just go down this one a day. So here we have this woman's nails. I'm just going to put it into place where we want it, which is basically reaching out of the N. So about there. Now what we can do is insert this inside the top one. So that goes inside the N, as you can see. But we're not done, because what we want to do is break it out. So what we're going to do is duplicate that insert inside, and we're going to go up to here. We're going to take out the stroke, and the reason being is because when you break it out, you'll have black lines all over the place. So if we go to the node tool now, you'll see that we can adjust the nodes of the inside part just like this. And what we want to do, just basically get that person's hand. You can do this with maths and all sorts, but we just do it easy like this for now. I'm just gonna create some more nodes. We don't actually want it to come out. Let me grab those nodes there. What we don't want is for it to be coming out of the end this side. So we're gonna, actually what we'll do is we'll delete most of these, if it'll let me. Come on, these ones. Delete that one, and then we're gonna make that one sharp and just put it all there. This one's already sharp, so that's good. And put it down this end. Just make sure it's inside there. And there we go, we got the person reaching through there. So I'm not sure what you would call this effect, but it's quite effective. So that's the end with the nails. Let's do another one. So into the letters, and we'll just make a letter. This time, make sure it's on the fill, and we'll just put letter T. So now it's gone inside the group. So if it does that, just bring it out to the top, so you can see it again. Sorry, my voice is really bad. So as you can see, we've got our T here. And then what we're going to do is the same again. So we duplicate that one, grab both the layers and put it so it's just a stroke, because that's all we want of it. So I'll zoom in, so you can see that that's just the outer stroke, if you like. Now with those two layers selected, you want to convert to curves. This gives us access to our contour. Then select the top one and go into contour. And this lets you shrink and raise the layer, like so. Don't know why that little glitch is up there. I'll get rid of it now. So we want to come just inside the other layer, and then once you got it in place, convert to curves to keep it exactly in place, like so. Now then, I'm just gonna deal with that issue up here. Not sure why. There's an issue. Delete some nodes to get rid of this. And there we go. Yeah, don't know why that was happening. Funny weirdness. So now that we've got both those layers selected, we go to our vector flood fill, which is this one, and you want to go just in between the lines, like so. And then to make sure, there it is there in the layers. So I like grouping these, but basically what we want is this top one has got to have some kind of picture. This time I'm going for a tiger. I try and do anything that matches the layer that I'm using. So let's try and find it. Oh, that one I do. So there's that one. Now I'm just gonna put it into place where we want it. And let's go for bait. Do we want it bigger than that? Let's bait there. Yeah, that's good. So we're gonna insert it inside this top one and duplicate the top one, making sure you get rid of the streak so you don't get the black lines. Then we're going to node tool and make the nodes come out where we want them. So this one we want the tiger's head. These ones we want drag down for his front feet. Like these ones, we want the body. Maybe this one over here. So we got him coming out of the T. That's awesome. I like that one actually. That's really good. Oh, I forgot to mention. So these frames, because they're basically a shape, you can make them any color that you want. As you can see this. You make them however you want. But also you can make them any gradient that you want. So I could pull that one there. And let's make this and watch video. And let's go a pink and blue. Let's go a green. Don't matter. But you see how the effect is. It comes out the letter, which is cool. Let me know if you're following along. That's awesome. Before I go into the next, and go to our letters. I'm just gonna make, what should we make this time? To make sure we're on fill first so you can see it. I'm just gonna make this a B. That one didn't go into the group that time, so that was all good. So now that we've got our letter, I'm just gonna duplicate it. So we got two. Select them both, make it a streak so you can see there, and then convert to curves both those layers. Select the top one, use the contour tool to shrink it down. Now this layer is going to be slightly different than the others because it's got separate bits. I'll show you now. So when we to keep that there, you got to convert to curves. I'm getting ahead of myself. So now we use the vector flood fill, and you see we select that one. But with this layer, we also need to select that one and that one. Now this would cause a problem. However, what we can do is select those three pieces in the layers and go to the boolean add, and that makes it back into one layer if you wanted to add a gradient or something like this. I'm just trying to think what let's go green, blue, and let's go with a brown at the bottom. So there we go. So with this one, we're just gonna select these and put them in a group. Now with this top layer, we're gonna go to our pixel bay, something with a B. Let's go with bird. Let's try and find a good one to go with. Oh, that one. That'll do. Did I big a V? Pretty big. Now I don't want it to be looking that way, so I'm gonna go to the flip tool and flip it horizontally so it's looking this way. And let's make it some head stick out. Do we want the tail sticking out? I'll find out in a second. So drag into that picture into the top layer so make it insert inside. And then what we want to do is duplicate that, go to the stroke and turn it off. Now use the node tool to pull those nodes away. So first of all, we want to reveal its head. So there. Now do we want the tail? Let's try and go for the tail. And maybe we want a little bit out there so we can see the back. And there we go. So it's like within and without the letter. So strange, but cool. And there we go. Do we want more? Or are we done? So amazing. Thanks very much. It was like made up on the spot. It's just like try and make a frame, I think it was. It's for my upcoming letters. So I need to make a frame and then insert some inside. And then I was like, well, we could use breakout. Like I say, there's ways of doing breakout with maths and all sorts, but this is the way that I do. I just use the names polite. So do you want to go again? Another one? What letter? One more. Yeah. Which letter? Any letter? Try to think. What letter would be good? Should we go for a Z? Oh, I didn't make sure it was a fill so we can see it. So there we've got a Z. Perfect. Now we're going to duplicate the Z. We're going to select both layers and make it just a streak, so you can see just a streak there with these two layers selected. I'm going to go into here and say convert to curves. This allows us to use the contour tool, which we're going to do right now on this top one. And what this will do, let you sort of like enlarge it or make the layer small. Or if you've got a complicated shape, you'll find that if you try resizing like this, it doesn't work. But with the contour tool, it will. Very nice. So, and then to keep the contour where you want it, just convert to curves again. So now you can see all the nodes, it'll stay where we need it to be. Now selecting both layers, you can see basically we got two shapes of the same layer there. And what we can do with that is go to the vector flood fill and go in between the lines, like so. What this does is give you an extra layer, like so. That is basically an extra shape. So if you go to the original, see, you see that you've got just the C basically. But what that allows you to do is change it to any color that you like. Or what you could do is make it a gradient. So what color should we make this one? Let's go with a blue sky. Some trees or something in the middle, and ended up at the dirt. So go into like a brownie color. There we go. Perfect. Now then, we're gonna group these, and then just use this top one. We're gonna go to Pixabay, and we're gonna go with zebra this time. And let's try and find a cool one. This one I'll do. Drag it into the scene. Oh, it's quite small. I'm gonna have to enlarge it. So we'll have it coming out this way. Yeah, right there, do nicely. Sorry, my voice is going. Let's insert that inside the top. So like so. Then we're gonna duplicate that top layer. But we're gonna make sure we get rid of the streak so that we don't get black lines. But what we are gonna do is change the nodes for that layer. So we'll start by enlarging this bit. You could even put extra nodes if you want. And there we go. So we got our zebra coming out of a Z. Very cool. Any questions or anything? Just gonna take a snapshot of that. Quite like that one. Export as a PNG. And I just go to share and save the image. Save to a camera roll basically. I wonder if you figured out. There was a combination of knowing what certain things do and then needing something that I was like, well, I need it to be a frame that I can insert something inside. And I was like, I know bits and pieces of how, like, the Gunzor would like let me make the frame, etc. And then say you got like the top curve would be the inside part of that frame, so you could insert something inside there. And like I say, the breakout I've got multiple videos on because I love that. That was something that John taught me, the breakout. But since I've learnt that you could do it with like maths and all sorts, but because I learned Linear way first, that's the way that I've always done it. So yeah, it's a combination of things really as to how and why I could like do these things. And I was like, well, if I add it all together, I can make a live out of it. Very nice. Hopefully, people will be interested in seeing it. So let's get all our ones out and string them down, so we can see them all in one page. Get the bird, just like that. God, wave 3. Tiger. And the nails. Make that a bit bigger. Yeah, there we go. In fact, I'm gonna export that again. I'll put these all in the club and stuff. Yeah, the Legos and things. Absolutely. I mean, I'm using mine to make a font, but I needed a frame. Did I save the? Probably saved it twice, but I will. But yeah, I was making basically my own font for this project I got coming up, and I needed a way of inserting something inside it, but also making the frame a gradient. And this was what I got up with. So yeah, hope that was enjoyable for you guys. I think I'm going to call it there. Sorry for all the technical issues that I had today. Hopefully the next one will be a normal long one again. You'll see a lot of changes next time too. So, like the countdown and things, it'll all be different. And I'm going to try and get the camera back so that I can record myself as well as the top down view. And you'll see my new font, etc. So yeah, curious. Yeah, absolutely. It's I was gonna do it today, and I was like, a lot of people are busy. Like, yeah, Nikki said you could possibly be busy, and Bella's got her 8th grandchild coming, etc. So I was like, maybe I'll do it next week. Plus, I didn't have most of it ready, so hopefully I'll have it all ready by next week. As you can see, some things have slightly changed on the screen now. I was trying to set the the bits, I forgot what you call it, the bit rate higher, so the quality should look improved. Bank holiday coming up. Oh yeah, that means Louise will be off Monday. Very nice. So yeah, thanks for coming, and I'll put everything in the groups, and I will see you again. See you next time.